Who am I? I'm Shawn Ahern. I've been at Keene State the past 4 years. I just graduated about a week and a half ago. And I came to Keene State to, well, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do yet, but I came here with an academic talent grant for dance. So that's what I came here to study tentatively, and that's what I ended up graduating with, a degree in theater and dance. Why dance? Well, to be fair, I've been dancing since forever. My mom was a dancer and professionally, and she stopped performing but opened up her own performing arts studio, and I literally grew up there, grew up in a dance studio. So I didn't really, in the beginning, I didn't necessarily know that I was choosing dance, or that it was a choice. I don't even know if that was a choice, but it developed into, or maybe one day I just realized I had a deep passion for it. I feel like I'm a different person when I'm on stage. There's something inside of me comes alive that's not necessarily always alive when I'm not dancing. I think really my first real connection with Pilobolus was actually at Keene State. My sophomore year, they came and performed at Keene State, and they also, the guest artist in Evening of Dance that year, which is there's a guest artist every year, was Pilobolus. And so they came and set a classic repertory piece called Walk Linden on Keene State College dancers. And so that was really my first introduction, and it was an unbelievable advantage to have that window into what this world is like in Pilobolus, and to actually work with a member of Pilobolus. And they also taught master classes when they were here performing, so I got even more of a little view of what it was like. And then I've studied at the American Dance Festival at Duke, as I mentioned earlier, the past 2 summers, and I'm actually attending again this summer. And the American Dance Festival and Pilobolus, their histories are very much intertwined, and they have an annual engagement at the ADF. So I got to see them perform, I got to take more master classes with them, and I got to hang out with them outside of performance and get to know the actual dancers a little bit better and some of the artistic directors. So it sort of all was kind of coming together, and I've seen them perform several times, and I'm consistently impressed with them as artists and performers and people. And so I went down to New York City for the audition, and thought this will be a great time, and who knows, and I ended up making it into the company. I just signed my contract, and I'm gonna go join the company. It's very exciting. Coming from a rural, blue-collar, working class area of the world in New Hampshire, dance wasn't always really an acceptable, or it just wasn't always supported by the people around me as a acceptable career choice for a man. And so I've been certainly getting that for most of my life, and also from other college students, even at Keene State. And they say, "What's your major?" And I say, "Dance," and they're like, "We have a dance major?" No, we do have a dance major. And I think to speak to the validity of the arts, and I think the program here at Keene in particular, I think that, well, I know that for me, I graduated high honors. I'm a committed student in all of my different academic capacities, but I can honestly say that some of my dance classes required not only more physical effort, but more intellectual effort, and a lot more time writing essays, doing readings, than some of even 300 level, 400 level other courses like history, English, things of that nature. So yeah, we might not be in the lab researching fungi, but we are certainly putting in many academic hours and strenuous physical work as well. I've also danced in student concerts that are less formal. I directed and produced one, and I also produced 3 of my own works and danced in some of the works in a separate concert. And then recently I just proposed a solo that I made to the Hildebrandt Award through the Cohen Center for Holocaust and Genocide Studies, which actually ended up winning the award. So I got to perform that once in front of the jury for the award, and then also at the ceremony for the award, so in front of quite a few people, so that was a real honor. We have the freedom and the support from the faculty to produce and get the space and get the rehearsal space and make that happen, and we have the freedom to create our own work and show that. Some might say that there is a shortage of performance opportunity, but I think that's an unfortunate reality of the smaller size of our dance program, which has a lot of pros, but it also has some cons like this. So, but with the ability to produce your own work and show that, it balances each other out. Come or go to everything. I think that that's really important. I think this may be something that everybody says, but it must be true if everybody says it. But the more involved you are, the better. And I think that a lot of the times, a professor, an advisor, somebody will be there offering you support to do something, and I don't know that the majority of students actually take that support and run with it. And I think that's one of the most important things to do, is when you find something that you think will benefit you, the college, other students, and you think that there's the support there to do it. Even if you don't think there's the support there to do it, there probably is. So just really commit to it and go with it. To dance students, I think the only rule is work. And work. Make it happen. And the faculty there is world class, and they're there to support you. And if you put in the effort, it's gonna pay off.